With Just Try to Be Nice, and this is my last video on my scrapbook Bible, and I really hope you've enjoyed them. I really enjoyed making this book over the last 15 years of my life, and I really enjoyed sharing it with you. I really liked going back and experiencing it all again, because a lot of it I haven't touched in a really long time. So we've got Jude and Revelation, and then the last part of the book, which is where the real scrapbook part of it comes in. So let's get started. The first thing you see when you turn open to Jude is my notes on Jude. And then there's this note that says, I have my own style. And then I love being me. And then there's a button that's a snowflake, and that was given to me by a really old friend named Kate. And this is just pretty sunshine. And then it says, let us not look back in anger or forward in fear, but instead around in awareness. We can do no great things, only small things with great love. Mother Teresa. Cute little embroidery design of an angel. We take time each day to remind yourself, I am worthy of the angel's love and protection. And what are you made of? And I've read this one because it's purple. And then that's it. That was it. That's Jude. That's all done. So there's one Bible verse from the calendar here. And then underneath that, this is from a card, like a greeting card. And I don't know if you can tell, but it sparkles. I can't show you, but it does. The wings. Oh, there you go. See, they sparkle. All right, I have a great life that I am thankful for. All that I have, I thank God for the choices He has allowed and guided me to make. And this was actually something I wrote. Now you go into Revelation. And Revelation has faith, and Revelation has love. And then I've read Revelation, of course. And I've got some notes in here about how this seems an awful lot like cups and pentacles and rods, which are, if you read tarot cards, then you know what cups and pentacles and rods are. So I definitely was like, whoa, because I thought tarot cards were not okay. But if you read Revelations and you know about tarot cards, then you'll understand that this is exactly what that's saying. And tarot cards tell the future. Revelation, it's the future. Oh, so, you know, I would definitely put some notes there about that. And then a pretty sunshine. And then I like suns a lot. I draw a lot of suns. This is probably like the 10th sun. And there's a lot of suns and a lot of rainbows in my prayer journal too. And then there's just some cute little stickers. You have patiently suffered for me without quitting. And then there's a couple pages of the calendar. And then this says me. I know you well. You aren't strong, but you have tried to obey and have not denied my name. Therefore, I have opened a door to you that no one can shut. And that's me. It's like, I'm not strong. I'm not a strong Christian. Like, I'm not a strong Christian by any means of the word. But I don't feel like it's a competition, like a beauty pageant where you have to be like the best Christian all the time. I feel like it's more like a job that you just, you know, you have certain tasks that you have to do, and as long as those tasks get done, then Jesus is happy with you. And those tasks are really simple things like be a good person and love fellow other people and do good things and tell the people in your life how God has helped you to be the person that you are and share the word of God. There's not a whole lot in there about being judgmental or being mean or being condescending or going to Africa on a mission, like, or not cussing. Like, it doesn't say anywhere in this book that you can't cuss. It says do not take the Lord's name in vain. But that doesn't say not to cuss. It says to have respect for the Lord's name and not to cuss, not to use the Lord's name as a cuss word, but not to not cuss. So I feel like, you know, a lot of stuff's been interpreted differently, and so this is me. Like, I'm not a strong Christian, but this Bible verse is saying you don't have to be a strong Christian, you just have to be a good Christian. So, there you go. And then there's another page of the calendar. And then some pages that, you know, just a bunch of stuff that I've underlined. Another page of the calendar. And then this has a note here that says Jews in the Holocaust. It says, it's a Bible verse that for some reason reminded me of Jews in the Holocaust. And then just some notes here. I have some stuff, a page from the planner. This is just, what? Like whatever that Bible verse is. Here, I'll leave it here. I've got some notes there. And then this reminded me of the United States, the fall of Babylon. This reminds me of the United States and what we're living in now. And then we've got another page from the calendar. Something on your wish list is about to come true. There are never enough hours in a day, so I live in the moment. And then you flip it up, and then there's this really pretty picture of this lizard. This is specifically for Hannah. And then there's this really pretty picture of the ocean. And then this is from Woman's World. It's just this really pretty thing with all the different colors and all the different races dancing together in unity, because it's forgiveness. And then that is it for Revelations. You flip it back, and that's the end. And then you get, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you and whose presence calls forth your best. And that is absolutely true. If you're hanging out with people that bring you down and that aren't good people, they don't necessarily have to be good Christians, but they got to be good people, okay? As a Christian, it is your duty to not hang out with ghetto people that are going to drag you down and make you forget about the Lord and what your job here to do, which is to be a servant of the Lord. So that, and this is actually a quote from Oprah magazine. Oprah know what she's talking about. All right, and then underneath that, it says, your highest hopes are stronger than your worst fears. And then beside that, this was in my mom's stuff. This was, a lot of this stuff came from my mom's stuff when she died. And it's just this thing that says a smile, and I'm hoping that it's gonna focus so you can see it. I don't know. I don't think it's going to. Well, anyway, it's just this really pretty poem about how a smile doesn't cost you anything and that it can change everything. All right, and then this card was given to me by someone very, very, very special to me when I was in foster care. It was in 1995. I had just had my son when I was 15 and given him up for adoption. And someone gave me this card and said that the Lord is always there. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, just talk to the Lord. And it changed my life. So that's why that's there. And then this is just a really pretty way to write my name. And then this is my topical index, which is like, you know, everybody has one of these in the back of their Bibles, which is like if you need to look up something for addiction, or if you need to look up something for being bitter, blah, 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 blah. So that's what this is. And we've all seen these. And these, if it has a little line through it, that means I've read it. Like specifically, I've looked this one up. This one, under courage. I've looked it up. So that's why I marked those. And you can see there's nothing really here, because there's not really, I can't really put anything in here without covering up what I need to, or what I need. So that's just, that pretty much stayed untouched. It's pretty much the only part of my Bible that didn't get scribbled. And then underneath here at the end, there's a really pretty picture of a home with a rose, and then a heart inside of hands. And this is where the scrapbook part of the Scrapbook Bible comes in. Now, these are just really pretty things that I found along the way and that I liked. Like, this was a frog picture that you could buy from a catalog, and I really liked it. And then there's a really pretty picture of some of robin's eggs in a bird's nest. And then above that, it says, your heart holds a vast array of goodness so that you may share it with others. Dreams are as essential as air. And then this is my husband when we first met. This was like the first month that we met. And it says, believe in the best and it's bound to happen. And wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. And then this was also from the catalog that you could buy, and I'm not going to read it, but you can read it. And this is from Ringling Museum in Sarasota, Florida. This is a museum down there, and this is from a date we went to the museum. And I think it was the day that we went with the twins. Yeah. This is when we went with the twins, and Hannah fell in love with Grandma Moses. All right, and you flip that over. And then there is a light within you that shines all year round. And then this is just a really cute cow. I love cows, and I drew this cow in 1996. And actually, I didn't draw this cow. I was at a bar. It was in a bar. I wasn't like drinking at a bar. I was at like a Applebee's, and I was really, really sad. And it was really hard for me back when I was a foster kid. And the bartender guy was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm alright, and I'm having a hard day, blah, 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 blah." And he was like, "Can I cheer you up? I'll draw you something to make you happier. What can I draw you?" And I was like, "I really like cows." And so he drew me that cow. But he drew it on a napkin. And I kept that napkin until 1999. And it was so tattered and so torn that I was afraid that it was going to just wither and dust and fall apart. So I redrew the cow. So I drew this cow, but this is not my cow. This was a really nice guy, and he wasn't flirting with me. It wasn't like that at all. He was just really trying to help me have a good day and to show me that there are nice people out there. And so that's why I put this cow in here, because this cow always makes me happy. And remember that there are kind people out there that will do nice things for you with no ulterior motive at all. And I'm one of those people, so it's nice to remind myself that there are other people like me out there. And then this is just a morning prayer. And you can read it if you want. And then love is always in the mood of believing in miracles. And then this is just a really cute picture of Kylie, and that's Haley holding her. And underneath it says, "You have dreams to be lived." And then here's another picture that was in that catalog that I liked. This is this is a card. It's like homemade paper. Somebody gave it to me. And this is just a really pretty rainbow on the front of it. And then you flip it open. And then it says, "Give yourself permission to shoot for something that seems totally beyond your grasp. You may be surprised at your capabilities." And then glow. And then this was from a Christmas card that someone gave me. And I just loved it so much that I cut this part out and I saved it. And then you flip it over and it says, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind." Dr. Seuss. And then up here, "God bless all those that I love. God bless all those that love me. God bless all those that love those that I love, and all those that love those that love me." From an old English sampler. It's cross-stitch sampler. "Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great, and you make the world a more positive place." And then you flip that. This is just another prayer. You can pause it if you want to. And then this is a picture of me and Haley when Haley was 3. It was like 2005. Well, she was 5. It was 2005. And this is Chuck E. Cheese. And then this is a picture that my mom drew while she was in jail. So I put that in here because it's actually one of the most talented pictures that my mom drew. Like, my mom doodled a lot, but that's a really pretty picture. And then this is, this says Serenity, because this Bible is the Life Recovery Bible. It's meant specifically for addicts. It's a long story. I explained it earlier. I wasn't an addict, but someone gave me this Bible because I used to go to Al-Anon all the time because my mom was an alcoholic. That's why we ended up in foster care to begin with, blah, blah, blah. And somebody gave me this Bible, and so it has all these like 12-step things and all the Serenity prayer and everything, which it never hurt me. I'll tell you what, it never hurt me, and I never became an addict having this Bible. So maybe that's why they gave me this Bible. But anyway, so this page it's the Serenity. It says Serenity, and that's my sister's name. Yes, I do get the irony of the fact that my mother, who was the raging alcoholic and died because of her alcoholism, and that my sister's name is the Serenity Prayer. Yes, I get the irony. I do. So I had to dedicate this to Serenity because, of course, it's a Serenity. So there's the thing about, and she's my sister, so there's the thing about sister and then friend. And then this is a picture of Rennie, and then there's a little note about, you know, just being a cute little baby. And then this is her when she was first born. She was born on October 18th, so she was 2 days old in this picture. And then this is her when she was she was still in foster care, but I don't think she's been adopted yet at this point. And this was when her mom, Chula, who adopted her. And then this is her senior picture. And then this is her when she was 6 months old. This is out in front of Blue Ridge Treatment Center. And I don't know who that lady is. She was one of my mom's counselors, one of my mom's don't drink because you have a baby counselors. Good job. I know you tried. And then this is just a really pretty picture that I'm pretty sure my mom drew it while she was in jail, and I just liked it, so I put it back here. And then here's a little thing about how a baby can change your life and make you stronger and make things better. And then beside that, it says, once you tune into yourself, you'll be amazed at what might come your way. And then you flip that. And then this picture is, we bought a car. We bought a Saturn. And down in Florida, down in Sarasota, Florida, we bought a Saturn. And this is Ramey Maxwell. He used to live with us. I love you, Ramey. I miss you so much. And then this is Haley. She's about 3. And then this is me. And I had just gotten done working as a waitress at Mama Onesti's. And that's why I have on black pants and a white shirt. And then this is my husband. And that's my brother George. And that was our first, like, real car. So, a brand new car. So we bought a car from Saturn. And when you used to buy, I don't know if you still do, but they used to go all out when you buy a car at Saturn. All right, and then this is just a blessing prayer. It says, Father in heaven, I praise you for giving us everything. Bless us all as we gather here today. Let us live happily in your love. Hear this prayer, my loving Father. I ask you in Jesus' name, amen. It's from 1999. And then it's hard to, when it gets like this, it's hard because it weighs so much on the other side. Here's a little note, just a prayer. And then the walls we build around us to keep out the sadness will also keep out the joy. So true. All right. And then you flip it over. And then you've got just loving emotions. And then this is a picture of my husband and me at our wedding. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Oh, come on. It's all right. There we go. That's my husband and me at my wedding. And then this is a $2 bill that someone gave me a long time ago. And then these are the steps to peace with God. So, like, this is basically the little pamphlet on, like, how to get saved if you don't know how to get saved. So if you're ever trying to witness to somebody, this is, like, how to do it. And then more of this thing earlier, the index of, like, emotions and stuff. There's more that weren't included in the front one that I needed. So those are there. And then you flip it over, and then there's Julie Morig, and that's me. This is the day that I graduated from Elida home. It is a group home. And I was so proud of myself that day. And, oh, my God, I was so skinny. And, God, my hair was so short. All right, and then this is a mission statement that I made in 1995. I went to this church, and they said, we want you to come up with a mission statement for your life. And it is, let me see if I can read it. To trust myself, my God, and those I surround myself with. To honor myself and my values. And to respect myself and my values at all times. And be only healthy and be only in healthy and honest relationships. And you know what? I've pretty much done that. And then here's just a little picture that was in the catalog that I liked, so I put it in here. And then this is my dog Sydney that passed away. Said it was no accident he came into my life when I needed him, because he really was like my best friend. When he was so there for me when I was pregnant with the twins. I was all alone in that bed every day on bed rest, and he was my best buddy. Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. And then this is my program from my wedding with my husband. So that's the day that we got married. And then this is the whole actual, like, wedding service. And I wrote this entire service. I wrote everything. Like, I don't know why I didn't just say, yeah, let's go with the already redone vows and everything. But, no. We wrote everything, and I made everybody, like, do all different traditions. Like, for instance, I am not Jewish, but yet we still broke a glass. We wrapped a glass in a handkerchief, and my husband stepped on it, because I love that tradition, because it really does it's like symbolizing that the honeymoon is, you know, that like you're going into real life with this person now, and that reality is stepping in. And we did things like my brother gave me away because my dad wasn't there. So it was a non-traditional, but traditional wedding at the same time. And so here we go. That's the rest of, you know, the sharing of the wine. Yeah, we had a glass of wine and we shared it, which is not, it's all different traditions. But the person that did the wedding didn't mind. She was like, whatever you want, baby, we'll do whatever you want. And then there's more of those. These are scriptures for kindness and so on. And then you flip over, and this is my stepson, Adam, and this was in 2009. And then here's a little quote about being a mom. And then that's Haley and Kylie Ann. And then this is when the girls were born in the hospital. This is their, this was the bracelet that I had to wear. And then this is just a cute little picture that was in that catalog. And then this is probably the cutest picture of the twins that I own. And this is Hannah and this is Kylie. And they are, no wait, I'm sorry. This is Hannah and this is Kylie. And they are snuggling up. And they used to do that all the time in their cribs. They were constantly touching each other. And then there's more, because they shared a crib. I didn't have a crib for individuals. They shared their own crib, one big crib for each of them. And I would start out with Hannah on this side, no, Kylie on this side and Hannah on this side, and I would put like a little blanket rolled up in between them. And I would check on them 4 hours later, and the blanket would be down at the bottom, and they would be next to each other touching. And then there's a pretty picture of just this peaceful little garden, and there's another thing from the catalog that I liked, so I put it in there. And then this is a card that someone gave me, and I saved it. And then this is a picture of Haley that I drew, because she was in her crib, and she was just staring at me, and that's what she looked like. And then this is the word patience in Chinese. And this is Hannah, Christmas Hannah. And then there's Christmas Kylie. And then this is just a cute picture of tiny, tiny baby feet and my hand. And these were all the bracelets that I used to wear when I was in, these are all the bracelets I had to wear when I was in the hospital to identify them. And then this is a picture of Hannah's first smile ever. And then this is just a cute little picture of Kylie sleeping next to the flower. When I had the babies, I took so many pictures of them, it's not even funny. I went a little picture crazy. And then love you more, and then just a cute little quote about, you know, being a good mom and how they're two peas in a pod because they're twins. And then another thing from Women's World. They have these in every week. And then this is another family picture. And there's another picture of Raimi. And that's my brother. And that's me. And that's Haley. And that's Cheeto, the cat that we just had to put to sleep. That's Cheeto. And that's my mother-in-law, Helen. And that's my husband, Tony. And this is our old house in Sarasota. There's just a pretty little cactus. And then this is a picture of leaves because I'm from Asheville. And I really, really, really miss the mountains, and I miss the changing of the leaves. And then this is a recipe for Victorian pound cake that goes back to the, I want to say the 1800s. I believe this recipe is from the 1800s. Because if you know me and you watch my videos, then you know that I really like old things, so that's why that's in there. And then this is just a picture of Haley from March 5th of 2006. This is from a birthday party that we went to. And then after you went to the party, they gave you this. And this is just a cute little picture. And there's another thing from Women's World. And here, I'll pause it. You can pause it if you want to. And then this is a booklet of prayers for your children. And it's just a cute little booklet of little prayers for your kids. And if they get scared and blah, blah, blah. And then this is the end. This is the end. This is the last page. And it says, "Thank God for small favors." And it's just this cute little picture by Mary Engelbreit. And that's it. That's the whole book. So there we go. And it's so heavy. I'm trying to get it to sit so it won't fall off the bed. Alright, stay. There you go. That's it. That's my scrapbook Bible. And I hope you liked it. And if you are a foster kid, most states have a law. It's written in the rule books that if you have a family Bible, so you can't just get a new Bible every month and claim that's your Bible. You have to stick with it. And I've had this Bible since 1994, and that is why it is that big. Get yourself a Bible. Go to any freaking Goodwill. They will have them. They're cheap. If you don't, then steal one from a motel. The Gideons will forgive you. It's okay. Get yourself a Bible and fill it with your memories, because that by law is the only thing that your social worker will have to take from one place to another. You will lose so many things, but that you won't lose. And I promise, if your state has that,